From Sevilla, Gonzalo Rubio and Mario del Castillo. Let's go, guys. Arkansas Matrix is done, so we got it with the Cancun Waves. He's from Argentina. He's a legend of the Padel. Sancho Gutierrez, and from Argentina to Agustín El Loco Torre. Let's go, guys.
Now that you've met the players, it's time to dig into this matchup. In terms of the PPL format, we will play both a women's and men's match simultaneously on 2 different courts. And of course, we'll get a chance to also see a mixed matchup, regardless of whether it's 1-1 or 2-0. As you now look to the men's matchup, Gonzo, who's the favorite here?
In my opinion, here the Cancun Waves are the favorites. They have Sancho Gutierrez, an absolute legend of the sport. He's done so much for Padel, and now he's playing the PPL. On the other side, we will have Salo Rubio as the main guy to watch for the Arkansas Matrix. A lefty player, obviously he's going to play on the right side of the court, and he's going to be sharing the court with Mario del Castillo, a young talent. That's Gonzalo Rubio, by the way. And the coach, Charlie Moon from Ecuador, also a player, and he's going to be coaching the Arkansas Matrix team. El Loco Torre, the only player we haven't talked about yet. The Loco means crazy, and you'll see why, Cam. He's doing crazy things all the time around the court. Freaky shots, different kind of play style, let's say.
So before we even get into the nitty-gritty of this matchup, I want you to explain a little bit of why this sport is taking the world by storm and why it's so important to see it now growing roots in North America.
I mean, it's the fastest growing sport in the planet by numbers. It's kicking off a lot also in different countries in Europe, like Sweden, Italy, Portugal, and now it's the time to do it in the US as a new market. Obviously, pickleball is growing a lot too, but the idea is to bring a culture around Padel, around the sport, in this event and also in the following ones across the year.
Well, I can guarantee you, I got on the court for the first time, and it was one of the most fun experiences. I was down at Tactica Padel just a few weeks ago, and I will tell you, this sport is sure fun to play. We'll get a chance to teach you the ins and outs of the sport as we move through this day, but we will play best 2 of 3. We'll have a 10-point tiebreak third set, if it is needed. Again, there's Sanyo on the right side.
Correct. And El Loco Torre. About the scoring, Cam, good to say that it's the same as in tennis. So best of 6 games.
Yep,
You
1,
have to
2,
win 6 games to take a set. The scoring the same one, 15, 30, 40, and so on. The difference is that we have a golden point at 40, 40 or deuce. When that happens, the receiving teams get to choose who is going to take the serve. About the serve, it's underarm. It's not like in tennis where you hit it like a smash. Here is underarm, so we have to bounce the ball and then play the point.
I think one of the most unique aspects of the sport that really is varied from tennis and even, we'll say, pickleball, as you mentioned it, is just the amount of contact overhead and the numerous types of contacts you can have from the overhead. You have so many different, from the bandeja to an overhead kick smash to the rulo, so many different types. The vibora, I mean, that's what makes this sport so unique.
Exactly. It's a mix between tennis and squash. That's what people say. The difference is that we have this big cage, let's say, around the court. Both ends of the court have glass walls, and then we have the fence. We're going to explain you the difference between them throughout the match. But we're going to do the coin toss, Cam. When you play tennis or pickleball or paddle, do you choose receiving or serving? In my case, I always choose serving.
Yeah, I think I probably would go with the serve as well. I want the ball in my hand.
Let's see what the players design here.
And is a tails. So you guys have the choice.
There's Mariano, our umpire for the first match of the day. And you can see Cam, how Sanyu is using sunglasses. That's very important when you play in an outdoor tournament, because you're going to see how in paddle they play a lot of lob shots. And whenever you play a lob shot, obviously you have to look at the sky, and maybe it's shining, especially here in Miami, the sun. So that's why Sanyo Gutierrez is using sunglasses.
Well, and that's one of the other great aspects of this sport is how often the lob is utilized, and it really can be to neutralize your opponent, but also you can see a lot of smash off the top of some of those lobs. So lots of vertical movement all the way to the net and back to the back glass.
Obviously, when you play a lob shot, it's to win the net. You're going to win maybe 95% of the points from the net in paddle, so it's really important.
2 minutes.
That's why when they serve, they go to the net to try to attack, and the other team is going to try to play lob shots to go over the opponents. What the problem? The problem is whenever the lob shot is short, they're going to smash it. So it has to be a quality lob shot. If it's not, smash, point is over.
You'll get a chance to see all sorts of different lobs as well, utilizing different
2
spins,
minutes.
different heights and trajectories. So all of that soon to come in this matchup between Arkansas and Cancun. As I mentioned, we've got 6 matches on this first day. Coming up next will be the San Diego Stingrays as well as the Florida Goats. And the third match of the day, the Toronto Polar Bears are taking on the home team, the Miami Paddle Club, probably another favorite here in event number 1.
I mean, they have 2 number 1s. They have Agus Tapia and Ari Sanchez. That speaks for itself. I mean, having 2 of the best players, it's going to be something good for them and good for us. Fun to watch for sure.
There's no doubt about it. Again, there are a multitude of events throughout the season, events 1 through 4, all leading up to the PPL Cup final come November 18th through the 23rd. That will be off in New York City, but I think it's so fun to have the very first event take place in Miami, a place that really celebrates the culture behind this sport. Why is it such a great, we'll call it a trampoline, to really expel this Pro Paddle League into the 2024 season?
And I think, yes, it's a good place to start here in Miami. I think it's a center of paddle in the U.S. Now, New York is also kicking off a lot and building a lot of clubs and a lot of paddle culture. I've heard that also in LA, and I think that's why the PPL chose these 3 venues, let's say, these 3 cities to play the PPL in this 2024 season. But yes, for sure, Miami is the big city in terms of paddle. We have a lot of players, a lot of clubs. This one, the Ultra Paddle Club, is big, as you can see, more than 20 courts. So I think it's a perfect place to kick off the season.
Well, you're getting a chance to look at Sanyo Gutierrez. What are some of the things that make him so special on the paddle court? Why is he so dangerous?
He's a magician. He's a classy player. He does it perfectly. Every movement, everything he does, it's
1 minute.
smooth, clean. It's so fun to watch.
One of the other unique elements to this team format is the fact that you're seeing partnerships that you might not typically see. Is that a challenge?
Exactly, it's a challenge for the players because you don't get to have some time to adapt and to train a lot, only a few days. But for the fans, it's so fun. In this case, for example, you have Sanyo Gutierrez, who's playing actually the Premier Paddle, which is one of the tours in professional paddle, and he's going to play with Agus El Loco Torre. He's playing A1 Paddle, another tour. So it's really fun to watch this combination between players, not only from tours, but also we have the mixed doubles, which is something unique from the PPL. So watching, for example, we were talking about Agus Tapia and Ari Sanchez. Watching 2 number 1s playing together will be so much fun.
I cannot wait to see the mixed matchups. A different format, there's no doubt about it, and you'll get a chance to see some of the nuances that we may not even know about because mixed doubles, or excuse me, the mixed match doesn't typically happen in the sport of paddle. What do you expect for a mixed matchup?
I mean, I think it's going to be challenging, especially for the women's, because the women, I think it's different, you know, the speed of the ball. So let's see how it goes with the smashes and the play style. Maybe the strategy will be playing a lot towards the side. I hope it doesn't happen, but I think it's going to be fun and challenging for the players. About the other court, because we have 2 courts, Cam, we're going to have the same matchup, Arkansas against Cancun Waves, and we're going to have Cata Tenorio and Patti Yaguno playing for Kansas Magic, so a lot of experience, two legends, absolute legends, playing against Ana Cortiles and Vero Virceda. Vero Virceda is actually one of the best players in the planet right now, so it's going to be a fun match also to watch.
I believe she's currently ranked at about the top 15 in the world. She's just 32 years of age out of Toledo, Spain, but I cannot wait to watch her out on the court. So again, that will be out on the grandstand. We'll be sure to check in on that court as our coverage continues on, but both of these matches being played simultaneously. In order to pick up the team win, you must pick up 2 of the 3 matches. So you could pick up the win if you win both the men's and the women's match. However, if they're split 1-1, that's when that mixed match becomes that much more important. That will be the ultimate tiebreak. However, even if there is a 2-0 victory, we will still play that mixed match so you get a chance to see some of those unique combinations come to life as both men and women on the court at the exact same time.
I was watching the VIP behind Salo Rubio Cam. I think after this long journey, we will go to the VIP to have some rest, but I think it's jokes aside, a beautiful area that they have set up here, the PPL. We're going to have a lot of celebrities coming to enjoy the sport because they love it. We've seen so many celebrities and big stars of different sports playing paddle and investing in paddle, and they're probably going to be here this week in the PPL.
So this past week, we saw the Miami Open take place here in town, and there was some footage of Andre Agassi playing against David Beckham.
Yes.
Whose money you got on that one?
I mean, I think
It's
maybe
pretty easy.
Agassi, he has a background. And yes, I think Agassi posted a video on Instagram about that match, and yes.
I don't
David
know.
was
I feel
not
like
the best.
I would say, David probably doesn't have the paddle skills. However, I'm pretty sure he's got the foot speed.
Of course
Fair
he
to
does.
say.
Maybe we'll have him during this week. Who knows?
Who knows?
What we know is that the players are ready after the warm-up to step on the court and kick off the PPL. The first match of the season, Cam. Here we are.
First match of the season. And we gave a little insight to Team Cancun, but how about for Team Arkansas? Can you give me a little bit of a deeper dive into Gonzalo Rubio as well as Mario del Castillo? He's just 26 years old, but how might their games come together?
I mean, obviously, Gonzalo Rubio as a lefty is going to be an attacking player. He is super strong. He has a lot of experience. He's super fit too. He's gonna move fast around the court. He's running all over the place, doing recoveries out of the court, like you can do in paddle. And on the other side, we will find Mario del Castillo, not typical backhand player, not so offensive, but super solid. He's barely doing any mistakes, and I think it's going to be a solid team, a hard team to beat.
Would you traditionally say from one player to the next, you typically have someone that's more the aggressor and one that's more the setup or the defensive player on the court?
That's a very good question. Yes, the answer is yes. The right side player, which we call him drive position, he's more the tactical player. He's building the point, playing a lot of lob shots, super solid in defense. And on the other hand, you have the backhand player playing on the left side of the court, in this case, El Loco Torre, for example, or Del Castillo. He's supposed to win the points. He's supposed to be a big smasher, big hitter. He's the attacking player, let's say. So that's how it works. Obviously, the player on the right can also win points, and the player on the left can also defend. But typically, it's the right side player building the points and the backhand player finishing it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out who would play the right and who would play the left between the two of us. Am I the drive or are you the drive?
You're the... we have to figure it out. We have to play.
We got about 12 hours to go today to figure it out.
Exactly.
Typically, I'd say I would be the right sider. Let's put it that way. I'd be the drive. More comfortable that way.
Another difference, Cam, is that in paddle, the players are allowed to have the coach on the benches. So that's very important because you have an extra couple of eyes to see what's happening inside the court. And whenever you go to the benches, he's able to communicate, also to communicate and be a person between the players whenever there's something rusty between them, which happens a lot. So having a coach is very important.
You'll get a chance to see and hear some of those moments with the coaches and players during changeovers. And of course, Gonza will give you a nice little insight, some translation for us as You'll hear some of the strategy unfold and some of the adjustments take place. But
And also, Cam, sorry to interrupt you, but it's super interesting to hear the players inside the court, how they communicate, the information they give to the other, to their partner. Super important. Where the other teams are they in the back? Are they pushing to the net? That's very important also, the communication between the players.
yeah, when you watch, it's almost like constant communication. Every single ball that is lobbed over the top, you can hear one partner look to the other and say exactly what the defense is on the opposite side of the net. So much communication throughout the entirety of a point. But Sanyo's all smiles, and so are we. The beginning of the 2024 PPL season is about to get underway.
The toss will be won by Arkansas team, and they chose to receive.
The Cancun Waves to serve, Sanyo Gutierrez to serve. And as we mentioned before, you're going to see how the serve is on the arm.
Cancun to serve.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's all more than ready to kick off this new season of the PPL. Cancun Waves, Arkansas Mavericks.
Torre finds the sidewall out of bounds.
Correct. The ball has to bounce in the carpet before bouncing either in the fence or in the back wall. That's why it's out. Oh, beautiful. That was a fake smash.
Taking the pace off.
15-all.
15-all. That was beautiful from El Loco Torre, faking the hard smash and going with a soft touch.
They will play second serves. To the top of the net, still getting warmed up.
15-30.
Slow start so far, but very normal. That's a good option, perfect option.
All the way to the back corner, and there is some pace on that one.
There you see the information of the communication between the players. Salo Rubio called that one. He said, hey, El Loco Torre is going to the net, so hit it hard. That's what Mario del Castillo did.
30-0.
Again, that second shot taking the pace off. Beautiful angle to the
That
corner,
was
and that's
out, I
out
think.
of bounds.
Just wide. They save the first break point. 30-40, they have a couple more. Arkansas Matrix.
That was the first return. A little bit more the line drive.
Sanyo with power. He brings it back to his court. Beautiful from Sanyo. And
40.
Cam, we're going to have the first golden point of the
Deciding
season.
point.
Next point wins.
And Salo Rubio calls it. Another one? That's short. Easy one for Salo Rubio. He was waiting in the net.
Game.
And they win
Arkansas.
the first game.
Arkansas lead.
Arkansas Madrid up in the scoreboard.
40-0.
Nice little break point for the Arkansas Matrix. That ball, por cuatro, over the top of the back glass.
A por cuatro, exactly. And we call it por cuatro because that back fence, it's 4 meters high. That's a reason we call it por cuatro. And also we have the por tres. You want to explain it?
Por tres is off the side of the glass and over the fence. So that's 3 meters high. This is a great view from the back of the court.
Arkansas to serve.
The big difference is that when a player hits a por cuatro, the other team cannot take it. The point is over. When they hit a por tres, they are able to go through the door and make a recovery.
Beautiful shot to the corner.
That's long.
Arkansas trying to play
Low
some
15.
defense.
They call that a glass finder.
Cancun to serve. 0-1.
Love 30 now. Good push to the net by El Loco Torre.
Love 30.
Cancun Waves trying to get the break back as soon as possible.
Keep track of those break points for you throughout this matchup. There's the Bajada.
Perfect move. You'll see a lot of El Loco
Long
Torre
40.
doing that, pushing to the net, letting his teammate stay in the back, and covering all the net. That was beautiful. Once again, from El Loco Torre, finding 2 winners in a row to make it love 40 to have 4 break points. He goes to the net again. Good save by Sanyo.
15
But then Salo Rubio finishing the point.
And so challenging too, coming off the
15,
fence
40.
right there. It usually takes a little bit of a different bounce coming off the fence as opposed to the glass, so some quick footwork.
That was pretty. Yes, exactly, Cam. They're looking to the fence because you never know what's going to happen after it bounces there. Still 3 break points for the Cancun Waves. Fake smash by Salo Rubio stays short into the net. Game for the Cancun Waves. 1 game
One
apiece.
game all.
A couple break points to start off this match, maybe a little unexpected. We talked about wanting to serve first. Maybe that wasn't the play.
Hashtag Pro Paddle League. We have it on the screen. You can tweet, you can write us, comment, let us know what you think about this first matchup. That's a high lob shot from Del Castillo. Soft touch by El Loco Torre. El Castillo to the net. That's wide. Good block by El Loco Torre. That was a hard defense.
15 lob.
And chasing after that volley as well.
There goes Sanyo in action.
There's the quick lob.
But the effort from El Loco Torre to keep the net. Now they have to go back.
Beautiful opening up the middle of the court after the shot to the side glass.
And Loco Torre is getting hot. He's getting a lot of points right now with his forehand volley. This time through the middle. 30 love.
Dios, golden point.
They're choosing a lot of high lob shots now, Cam. Another one. Good ball.
Nice
That was
job
perfect.
coming back across as well.
30,
It's important,
15.
I think, in terms of the ability to poach some of those, especially as you're coming across the middle. Little
Some communication. It was a good read from Del Castillo. He knew the ball was going that direction, and he was there. The Cancun were insisting
40, 15.
in that direction, pushing Del Castillo, hitting him one after another time.
Arkansas to serve.
40-15, the first chance to hold the serve
2-0.
for the Cancun Waves. That's a víbora from Sanyo and one from El Loco Torre once again. Feeling good,
Yeah,
El Loco, the
Cancun.
crazy tower. El Loco
Cancun
Torre,
is 2 games
it's
to
game
1.
for the Cancun Waves to 1-up in the first set, Cam.
And the first hold that we have seen to this point. So 2-1, the Cancun Waves have the advantage now. Maybe try and get some of the audio again from those player benches as we continue.
$15-0.
Yo estoy atento a mi lado. Esa que te quedó corta de revés, Mario, sé que sea que entre con el revés muy bien ahí. Yo me quedo paradito y soluciono como puedo.
No, por eso te digo, Al final si le toco mal, defendemos como
Sí, sí, vos agarrate y yo me tiro a mi lado.
Terilo.
Esa es la que tiene que estar. Ha jugado 3 tiros de loco y la ha ganado.
Y yo apenas puedo, juego mucho con el tag. Evidentemente me va a pescar alguno.
Everything's great.
Para la mitad. Si alguna, ya trato que se me acerca, le tiro el globo, no pega. ¿Cómo cae?
Players back on court, and Cam, the last thing that Sanjo said was, I'm hitting a lob shot and they're not smashing. So maybe that's going to be the main strategy, playing a high lob shot, because they're not smashing. Probably because it's windy, it's sunny.
That was going to be my next question. Why would they not be smashing at this point?
Maybe when you're at this level, you cannot feel the wind, but whenever you hit a high lob shot, up there, there's wind.
It's a good point. A little bit more enclosed when you're inside the court. However, they're playing well above 4 meters high.
One advantage they have while defending, playing outdoors, that they can play a super high lob shot.
Immediately,
Now he's
there's
smashing.
the smash. I was going to say the first, not so much, but the second, there's no doubt about it.
15 love.
That was a big hit from Salo Rubio. Well,
A nice serve.
30
you
love.
barely see aces in paddle. An ace in tennis is something common. Here it's not, but it's a very important shot.
40 love.
Another good serve and another point for Arkansas Matrix. 40 love. This game is flying.
Beautiful shot down the line.
Now they go to the net. Cancun Waves.
That-
Oh, beautiful lob shot to the corner. Oh, perfect chiquita from Sanyo. He went for another one. Maybe that was too
Game
much from the
Arkansas.
magician from Sanyo.
2 games all.
2 games apiece. Another hold.
The Chiquita, a bit of a drop shot.
Correct.
So watch for that. Looking for some of those shorter angles. You'll find it from all different places around the court.
And you'll see a lot of them from Sanyo Gutierrez, the magic man. The idea of a chiquita is trying to push to the net, play some sort of drop shot, as you said, Cam, find the opponent's feet, and go to the net. 15 love. After the mistake from this man, from Mario del Castillo.
15 love.
Time.
We're going to be updating as soon as we can the other match. We have Vero Virceda and Ana Cortiles facing Cata Tenorio and Patti Yaguno.
15
In the main
all.
court, we have a 15-0 after that backhand mistake from Sanyo, the magic man, Gutierrez. 2 in a row.
Wiping his brow as well, a little
15
frustration.
30.
2 games to 1.
15-30. So Cam, what about you? About the teams and the players that you saw? What do you think are the favorites to win this first event of the PPL?
30 all.
Gosh, that's going to be such a tough question. I like Cancun. I also really like Miami, what they could put together just based off of both their men's team. Their women's team is going to be very fun to watch. I'm curious to see who's going to be partnering with Ari, because I think that could be a difference maker. But there's a glorious shot right through the middle.
Sanyo now goes to the backhand position. They switch sides, and it pays off to make it 40-30. I don't know who's winning the PPL event
40-30.
number 1, but I do know that Flowe the Goats, for me, is the best name by far. Flowe the Goats. I just love it. I just love the name.
I think you just like the team owner.
Probably, yes, Daddy Yankee too, but Flowe the Goats, I mean, the best name.
Beautiful defense from the Matrix.
That was
40 all.
a beautiful block from Del Castillo.
Setting point.
15-30.
And we have another golden point, another break opportunity for the Matrix. They won the first golden point in the first game of the match. Let's see if they can do the same again. Oof, that was lucky from Sanyo. That was lucky, a
Again,
touch in the net to
Cancun.
win the point. To make it 3 games to 2, Cam.
He comes off the court with a big old smile. There was no apology after this one. Off the
touch
top
in
of the
the
net.
Alcanza leads to get
And he touched the foot, the left foot from Salo Rubio. Let's see what the
Pasa la
players
línea
have
de
to
la
say.
palmera, no se ve. A mí por lo menos me molesta.
Las gafas no, ahí no te van bien.
Ahora voy a probar.
No, no te cambia.
Voy a probar este juego que es el resto, voy a probar.
Y con calma, la primera la consiguió con calma.
Mira, llegué 2 tardes, boludo. Llegué 2 tardes de ver cómo lo hace.
Pero si me dan con calma, ya, ahí lo manejo.
Adelantame cuando vengan los dos, sobre todo este game, que ahora voy a salir firme. Estoy intentando siempre tocar para abajo, se me mueve un poco, voy a salir fuerte si me vienen los dos.
Sí, sí, si no esquivo el que te atrás. Dale, yo hago un pasito para atrás porque lo bloqueé bien. Te recupero. Ahora tenemos viento a favor.
Bien.
Nosotros.
Yo voy a intentar, yo creo que igual me va a cambiar la derecha, pero algo así.
Deuce, golden point.
Solo los buenos, los que entramos los buenos.
Mira, este saque que hemos ordenado por Agus y no ha salido de la primera. ¿Viste? Ha tirado un reto fuera, un logo corto. Sanji ya se apura con un reto, ¿vale?
Yo lo encuentro bien, ¿eh?
Sí,
Se viene bien de
quedó
afuera.
caminando de loco.
Se viene bien de afuera. Hablar un poquito más del centro, verás, tal. Yo sé que obviamente todo el sur y tal, esto, pero si podemos un poco del centro para que vaya más cruzado, porque es más difícil que la para el otro lado.
Yo que sea para bajarla, que quede muy largo, que sea
Time.
con un globo corto para
te puedo ayudar
ayudar,
yo también.
pero no te voy a ver loco. Tú ahí tienes más manejo.
Fuerza y fe, carajo. Vamos, papá. Tú sacas. Aquí, 2, 3, tú no te vienes.
Players
15 love.
back on court. 3-2 for the Waves.
I'm thinking Javi was a part of that.
Yeah, he
coaches
was there.
huddle. You think he has any strategy to give?
Our field reporter, Javi Carrasco. So Cam, we were talking, Sanyo was saying that he's harder to play on the other side, where now the Matrix are, because of the sun, so they were trying to, now in this following 2 games, to take the break, take the advantage, playing on the easier, let's say, side of the court.
Right now they're on the good side, the Cancun Waves. A little easier to see. Visibility.
Classic Torre. That's Classic Torre from his side to the middle, cutting the court and winning the
Low
point.
15.
He's always doing that. You see how he goes to the right side.
He's like a jaguar ready to pounce. Low bounce into the corner.
15 all.
Good volley. Giving no bounce after hitting the wall. That's why, Cam, in paddle, you don't see topspin. They only slice the ball, because if you hit it with topspin,
Arkansas lead.
it's going to jump
4 games to
after
1.
hitting the wall. And that's not the idea. Oh, that was so lucky.
Some net love.
They're now 1-1. In the previous game, it
They're
was
even.
Sanyo, and they were talking about that.
15.
Sanyo smiling. To be fair, the other one was in a golden point, so they cannot complain about that one.
Switching sides yet again.
And it pays off. 40-15.
40-15.
Torre had a good look down the line.
3 chances to make it 3 games apiece. Perfect lob shot now from Sanyo. Perfect lob shot from Sanyo Gutierrez.
40-30.
The quick lob. There's not much you can do. Such little time, such little bounce.
And he dies at the end of the court, yes. Ball just dies there. Look at that. (40-30).
Matrix looking for a hold.
That can go.
And they find the hold.
Game.
That was a glass finder
Arkansas.
once again from El Loco Torre. 3 games apiece.
Cancun and Arkansas
Arkansas
each
leads
with their
4
own
games to 2.
break point. That was to start off this match. However, since then, it's been a hold for each of these 2 teams.
Time.
Loco Torre playing down the line now. Yet again.
3
with
times
patience.
over.
And he changes and wins a point.
15, love.
Seen a few nice blocks from Mario. However, that one getting away from him.
That's going to be a hard smash.
Bye-bye ball.
See ya.
30 love.
30 love. At the risk of playing a short lob shot. That's a víbora. The best on tour, in my opinion. Catch it, Cam.
Por tres.
To the train.
40 love.
Yeah, that one is not coming back from the train tracks behind us.
Coming back to Sanjos víbora, in my opinion, the best on tour. With that shot. A víbora, talking about that shot, is an attacking play, an attacking shot. Whenever you get a lob shot, you slice it. You
14,
slice the ball.
15.
Some sort of a smash, but with slice. Then you have the bandeja, which is very similar, but it's not that fast. It doesn't have that speed.
More of a defensive shot to
Correct.
be able to maintain your position up at the net.
Correct. So
But-
you execute the bandeja, and then you push to the net again. When you hit a víbora, you're trying to win the point.
Similar technique, however, different amounts of pace.
Correct.
Similar spin on the ball. Coming around the side of it.
Oh, fake smash from a loco.
I've seen about 4 or 5 of those
Love
from him.
50.
There's the bandeja. Oh, looking for the
Ah.
drop. The light touch. Too light.
He went for
40,
the cheeky
30.
one. I mean, he's Sanyo. He can do it. He has done so much for the sport, Sanyo Gutierrez. And he's so humble. He's a star, but he's a normal human, a normal person. That's so special.
Those are the fun kind of athletes.
The rulo now from Salo Rubio.
Rulo from the right side as he's a lefty.
Oof, the víbora with pace. And Rubio wanted to hit that one
Game,
behind the
Cancun.
back. It's game for the Waves. Another hold, Cam. 4-3.
Alcanza leads.
Explain the
48
rulo.
to 3.
I mean,
No balls.
the rulo, we can explain it if you want
15
after this short break and the players in the benches. But it's another aerial shot. We'll be going through it after this
Este
short
lado sí
break.
que se puede empujar el globo. Sí, porque tenés el viento.
Que funciona por Agus. Y lo que pasa es que yo ahora le he tirado mucho.
Y ahí también 4-3, bolas 9,
Está difícil.
sacando nosotros. O sea, con confianza y creer. Vamos a creer, vamos a ver.
Mario, la bola de Agus es que te rebota cuando la dejas entrar para ti y luego, y cuando no la dejas entrar la tiras para abajo. Para mí está perfecto.
Y alguna que deja entrar, cambiarla de abajo.
Es más difícil, pero sí, ahí el tema es que van a estar así. Tienes por el centro para hacer. O a la falta de Dani.
Me creo que Dani se va a cruzar y el
40-50.
cabrón me corrige bien, ¿eh?
Yo creo que cuando te pasa uno de centro, porque ¿qué te hizo por arriba? No, nada. No, un globo corto.
Pensé que le cambiabas porque se había ido una. Digo, no me cambié las 3 bolas. Claro, me estoy pensando en 9. ¿Vamos, Iván? ¿Cómo se hacemos este? Hacemos un poquito el viento en contra. Dale. Si va jodido, digo.
Approaching the end of the first set, Cam. This is a clutch moment, and we
Time.
have new balls. Look at Mario del Castillo now, how he's hitting the ball to the corners, the new balls. They're always doing this to take the first
Edge.
pressure, exactly, of the balls.
It's like in squash, you always have to warm
Okay.
them up as well.
Exactly. And it's a key moment. they have to hold the serve here, Kansas Matrix, because if not, the Waves are going to be able
No
to
sé si me
serve
escucháis.
to get the first set of the
Arkansas
Pro
15
Paddle
love.
League 2024.
4-2.
And this is a good way to start with a 15 love after the mistake from Sanyo Gutierrez.
That was a gracious ball off the serve.
30
That
love.
one looked like it was nearly out of bounds.
And after that,
return.
Salo Rubio to the fence to make it tricky for Sanyo Gutierrez. Again to the fence, finding a friend
40
right
love.
there. Salo Rubio.
Nice having a lefty on your side of the court.
You wanted to explain the rulo. Cam.
Oh, that's right. The rulo is almost a smash that goes the opposite direction. So you're almost taking your wrist and going inside out.
15
Beautiful
love.
block, though, from Cancun.
Aha, perfect finish there by Mario del
Game.
Castillo. Taking the
Alcanza.
hard shot. El Loco Torre and Sanyo Gutierrez moved to the net, pushed to the net, but he went for the soft touch. This guy, this talented guy, Mario del Castillo, to make it
Alcanza leads 5 games to
4-4
3.
in the first set. We had a couple breaks at the beginning of the match, and then after that, hold after hold after hold, Cam.
First 2 games were actually break points.
15 all.
Another fake smash. He's not that precise at
Love
this
15.
moment, Sanyo Gutierrez, Cam. I think he's going to get better, but he's finding a lot of mistakes right now. That's not very common from him.
Looks like he's getting dialed in here. The bajada
Now down the line.
goes off the glass for a
Beautiful
second
point.
time.
15-30.
El Castillo diving for that one. The best point of the match so far. The block from El Loco Torre. Now patience from Sanyo with a lob shot. And another one from Del Castillo. A very high one. Oh, just short. Stays in the
No,
net.
30.
Beautiful point. The best of the match so far, Cam.
So fun to
31.
watch the offense move to more of a defense, back to a neutral point to see who has the advantage. It varies so much within one given point. That's a heavy arm right there.
Thank you very much. That's cash from El Loco Torre.
15-30.
30-15. That can go, and it does. Glass. Fine.
30 all.
40-30.
It's 40-15 or 30 all? 30 all, I think.
Bye-bye ball yet again. Up and over the top.
A por 4 for Salo Rubio to make it 30-40.
30-40.
Showing up in a big moment, the lefty Salo Rubio. 2 break points for the Matrix. Can they do it?
Deuce. Golden point.
Again,
How
Loco
about
Torre.
that?
Saving the first one,
Creativity.
yeah.
40 all.
Almost a little bit of a
Deciding
pancake
point.
maneuver as he opens that bracket.
And golden point. The third one of the match so far. One went for the Waves and the other one for the Matrix. But all of them, when the Waves were serving. Just in from El Loco Torre.
It's a perfect contact.
Another touch.
And a break point for the Matrix. Their second of this first set.
They take the lead,
Game.
and after this break, they will
First
have the
set,
chance to
Alcanza.
close
They-
the first set.
Won 6 games to 3.
Gonza, es que yo cuando tiró esa mierda, yo vi que se quedaba. Y me dijiste tú,
Arkansas
dale
leads.
cuidado, y digo, se queda atrás.
5 games to 2.
Aguja atrás, me faltó. Sí.
Pero porque yo lo vi que mi video y se quedó.
Pecando se queda atrás. Lo único que tenemos que cuando vayamos al cambio a Sanyo un poquito más, un poquito más.
Vale, una cosa, si le cambias a Sanyo, no tengas miedo en cambiar la Sanyo porque tu volea es buena. Lo único, no te pegues.
No, yo lo que estoy haciendo, si voy por Sanyo, la volea recta o rápido a los pies. Lo que no puedo es una chota ahí, porque ahí no manejo.
Va a haber experiencia, comentarios activos, viejos, también. Sí, vamos aquí, ¿eh?
Dale, va.
Vamos, ¿eh?
Arkansas with a big chance of closing the first set after getting a break. Good job so far from Del Castillo and Salo Rubio. Salo Rubio was saying in the benches that he will try to insist with that backhand volley to the fence.
Time.
It was paying off, so that will be his shot whenever he can execute it. So the Matrix 4 points away, securing the first set. Can they do it, Cam? That's a big question.
Serve in hand.
Ooh.
Doesn't get much better than that.
15 love.
That's it, bounce.
Good control. Ooh, middle ball. Tough on the communication. That is all about the placement.
That was a rulo from El Loco Torre.
15 love.
Del Castillo was pushing to the net. It's 15. Love 15. That volley. That's the one he was
15
looking for. Love 30, Cam. Not done yet.
Cancun looking for their response.
15 all.
Looks like they're going all the direction of Mario del Castillo. There's the Rulo again.
Good defense in his corner from Sancho Gutierrez. The big smash from Salo Rubio stays short. El Loco Torres saves it, send it out of the court por cuatro.
15
And the vamos
30.
coming from the team.
Gotta love the energy coming off Cancun right now.
Torre to the middle. Now going cross court. It's all about Torre at this point. Well, I think it was out.
I think so.
30 all.
But back-to-back lobs, the second, even better from Mario. Finally got Cancun on a little bit more of a defensive posture. The score is still 5-4 in terms of the set score. From the ground is...
What a save from Salo Rubio. Again, El Loco Torre.
30-40.
They break the serve. Or, yes, they do.
Estoy
Well,
llamándole de la-
it's a break for the Waves. They stay alive. Another super víbora from Sancho Gutierrez heating up. He came to play.
15 love.
The score is 5-5. We're gonna fix that in the scoreboard. love. The Waves were on the edge of losing the first set, but they
30
came back,
love.
and now they want to take again the lead. Beautiful drop shot from El Loco Torre. 30 love. The ball
40
from
love.
Salo Rubio saying that the ball was out. 40 love. Oh, beautiful Rulo. Almost going por cuatro. Sanyo and the bajada. The block from Salo Rubio. Sanyo through the middle, winning the point. The Magician came to play. It's game for the Waves.
Game
And they are
Cancun.
up in the first set, 6-5. Still alive.
Los dos primeros puntos. Escuchá,
Arkansas leads 6-2. Fifteen love.
Pero lo que pasa es que no me da tiempo, es de resto. Y tira fuerte. Igual me salió una para abajo y dos para arriba. El porcentaje todavía no es negativo.
Los dos para arriba te la comiendo ahí.
No, una me metí y la otra me metí mal. Que le dije a él, me salió acá. Pero bueno, si me sale para arriba y yo la hago mal, es culpa mía. No es mérito de él. Salió una sola para abajo. No llego a taparme. De smash, que cuando me tira smash me adelanto. Porque ahí me puedo hacer un paso. Pero cuando él resta, claro, puedo ir, pero dejo el medio muerto.
Acá te agrandas una locura.
No, a mí mientras la reja no vayan todo para abajo. Sí.
30-15.
Sí, claro. Sí.
Vamos a hablar para ahí.
Claro, no te doy paso.
Vamos a ponernos duros aquí.
Vamos. Pero quedamos así.
Vámonos, pues.
Time.
Cam, so two things about that bench conversation. The last words from Sanyo were, I promise you, Loco, I'm not going to miss. That's the only thing I promise you. I'm not going to miss.
15 love.
Another thing is that we have Teo Zapata and two other players from the Cancun Waves roster. And that's so fun to watch. So good, the team spirit that they have. And that's what's making unique this competition. The team spirit they have.
Well, you also get a chance to have multiple inputs from the sideline as well. Multiple coaches' hats can be put on. A lot of great insight. And again, score 6-5 Cancun.
30 off for the Matrix. 30-15 now.
30-15.
Cancun needs a break.
Salo Rubio with power sends it out of the court. Sanyo cannot get it. The ball stayed in.
Even though he was out.
40-15.
Correct.
New balls.
If you're new to paddle, you can play through the door with a recovery and bring the ball back.
Ball stayed in. Yes, exactly, Cam. You can go out of the court to make a recovery and put it back in after the por tres. Another big hit from Salo Rubio, 2 in a row.
Almost the exact same
Game
play.
Arkansas.
You make it 6-6. We're going to have a tiebreak to begin. Tiebreak works the same way as in tennis. Best of 7. You have to win 7 points to take the game and the set. That was a good read from Salo Rubio. El Loco Torre
Time.
went for a chiquita, but it was too long.
1-0. Alcanza.
Easy for Salo Rubio. They take the lead. First mini break of the tiebreak for the Matrix.
Thank you.
Now the fake smash from Rubio.
Sanyo's all over it.
The wind is picking up, Cam. Another big hit from the lefty. No touch from Sanyo.
2-0.
Rubio has been on the ground more often than not in this matchup.
It usually happens
Alcanza.
with
There's so
Salo
much-
Rubio.
So much power coming off of his racket.
15
Look
off.
at this.
That back is powerful. Torre spinning around. Another? Another time, Salo Rubio.
0.
He is
Alcanza.
hot right now. 3 points to